Now, what is going on, everybody? This is Titanite. I hope I said that right. Now, this is a weird, different, I ain't gonna say weird, but it's a survival extraction shooter, extraction island, however you want to call it. It's different. Now, some may question, is this an extraction shooter? Is it a open world survival game? It's both. So, you have this map. You have all these locations. This is a Warzone map. It is a robotic map. You will loot all these high volume items, and you have to sell them, but you can't sell them on the Warzone. In the Warzone or the whatever the name of the map is, you can't sell them on the PvP map. You can only sell them on the PvE map, which makes it an extraction shooter. And you can't take them back to that map unless you use the decontaminator. So you have to decontaminate these items, and then once you decontaminate them, now you can go to your extraction points. There are different extraction points on the map. These little green guys on the map are your extraction points. Now, they can be very dangerous. There's a broken bridge. They're usually in high monumental areas, so which makes them a little bit more dangerous. And so you got to be very wary on how you do it. And it's not an idea to drive a mech because you can't really take the mech with you through the spaceship. There's a spaceship sitting on top of the gas station or the iceberg or whatever it is. It's going to shoot you back to base island, and that's when you can make your money. So that's what makes it an extraction shooter. There is a profit method to this. And what is the profit for? The profit is to upgrade your living situation, your benches, your base, things like that. So you will earn these tickets. Now, my closest extraction was on this, the beta. The beta is a very dangerous area, has NPCs with guns. They can shoot you, they can kill you. Now, they're not that hard to kill, don't get me wrong, but so I decided to come out here and make it happen. So, yes, I need to go over there, and then we're going to extract with these high-end items that I have. I think I'm worth like 102,000 tickets right now, which are dollars, I guess you could say. So I swimmed over here, taking the risk, because what if there is another player over here? There could be other players over here. They could hear a gunfire if I start shooting at the NPCs. You got to be very cautious, look around, see what's going on. The upside to my situation is the rocket is always going to be on the roof of whatever building it's on. It's always going to be at the top because it cannot shoot through the roof to leave. And there was some zip lines over here, so it kind of gave me an advantage, even though it's a little bit of lag or a little bit off balance. So it gave me a space where I could kind of scope the scene, that I can see there's no players, I can see there's a bunch of NPCs. Now the question is, would someone else be trying to extract at the same time? That's where it gets a little dangerous if another player is, because they could pick you off, or they could be watching you and scouting you while you're over here shooting at NPCs. Now, are the NPCs dangerous? Not really. As long as you don't put yourself out in the open, you should be able to kill them. Just make sure you don't compromise your position. Other than that, it's the other players you got to worry about. So that's where the extraction shooter comes in. This is not a Arena Breakout, by the way. But this is an extraction shooter, but it's also like Last Island Survival or Mission Evo. You build bases, you PvP, PvE, you go to monumental locations, but that's where you get all your high loot. Boss fights at these monumental locations. Steal from other players, you can raid their bases, steal high-end loot, but all that high-end loot ain't worth nothing unless you're trying to use it for crafting. I mean, yeah, you can use it for crafting like nice weapons or bases or machines, but it ain't really worth nothing. The profits ain't worth nothing unless you escape and get back to base island. But right here, I just wanted to hack in here and see what I was eating. Get here, and here it is right here. I can come in here and get whatever I want, but I can't take it with me. Why? Because the stuff is contaminated. You have to put it through the decontaminator first. That's the catch. You cannot sell. You can't just grab stuff and leave. You have to decontaminate anything you grab. You can see the yellow markings on them, which means they are contaminated with some type of radiation. And you cannot leave if anything is contaminated. So that's the key. So if I'm over here running around, this is a waste of time for me to loot unless I'm going to go back to my base, decontaminate the stuff, then leave. Now, if I was to run into a player and he had some really good stuff, it would be definitely worth fighting and killing. If the stuff was contaminated, then I might as well go back home. There's no point of me hopping onto the rocket because they're not going to allow me to take it with me. So that is the catch. So hop onto this rocket, go back to base island, and make your profit. That's how you escape. Now this is just a beta. This is a closed beta. The player base, it's minimum. Wait until this game releases. It's on PC and mobile. As you can see, it says extraction success. It's telling me I succeeded, and I'm worth 102,000 tickets. That's what all that stuff was worth a lot. It's like you can get bracelets, earrings, stuff that are just for sale, but you can also sell stuff you can use and craft with. So it's not like you can only get like, you know, jewelry and stuff like that. There's other things you can sell that are worth a lot. So you go to your trade station, which you can only craft at base island. You cannot craft this on the Warzone robotic island. You can't. You just can't craft it there. So that's what makes an extraction shooter. Now, if you could craft it there, then you're not extracting anything. You're just grabbing and selling. Grabbing and selling. Use your tickets to upgrade your base. So me selling the bracelet, poker card, measuring tape, butterfly earrings, sell them. Look at that, 23,000. Some of it turns out to be worth less than what they told you it's worth. They would only buy it or sell it for whatever, but however, it is still a profit. You just have to deal with it. As you can see, the butterfly is worth 20, which it said it was 40, so I only got 40. And there's also a tax. It's like a maintenance fee, 5,000. So you're not even going to get all your money, but you're still going to make your money. So, however, you got it for free, so it's still a profit. Now you get your tickets. You have to claim your tickets. You can't just, it don't just automatically come to you. Even though it's in there, it's yours. Claim it. Look at your total profits. And that's pretty much it.